As Tennessee high school football fans, we all know about tradition. At Rice Buick GMC, that's no different. Rice has been family owned and operated right here in Knoxville since 1957. I'm Erik Ainge, and Rice Buick GMC is the only choice for this old Tennessee quarterback. Rice has a lot of options, like the GMC Sierra, GMC Yukon, the GMC Acadia. They have the Buick Enclave, the Buick LaCrosse, and so much more. Go to ricegmc.com to check out all their daily updated specials. Make the smart choice. Buy from Rice.
Bringing you the latest in UT sports in living color. It's RTI TV.
Welcome to another edition of RTI TV, brought to you by Rice Buick GMC. I'm Carringer, joined today by former Tennessee quarterback Erik Ainge, and we're here to discuss the three things Tennessee can do to right the ship after a 2-3 start. Lots of talk about Tennessee's offense, Tennessee's quarterback position, Tennessee's play calling. Ainge, what's really going on with the Vol offense? How do they right that ship?
I'm going to start with a story. I remember my freshman year going into my sophomore year in college. Peyton Manning came in, he trained us in July, he always did. And he told me a story about how Philip Fulmer sold him out early in his career at UT. He threw an interception. Fulmer said he should have been looking to this side, he was looking over there. And he felt just betrayed by his head coach because the play call and the read told him to go to this side, 1, 2, 3, and that guy was open. So anyway, long story short, he comes to me and he says, Erik, every interception has a story. Your job is not to tell everybody that story. And I don't know if he saw an interview I did or what that made him feel compelled to tell me this, but you have to have thick enough skin as the quarterback at UT to not feel compelled to give that story. You got to learn from it and then go try to not make that same mistake again. We're talking about play calling right now. Dobbs needs to throw the football better, sure. Like the board, obviously there's a ton of things that need to go. The execution is not where it needs to be. It is not their job to tell us the story. It's their job to learn from it and change it and make it better. If you're the play caller or the quarterback or the head coach at the University of Tennessee, your job is to have thick enough skin to not feel compelled to tell the story. Your job is to fix it and make it better. And to be honest, right now, I don't know exactly who is to blame. That's not the issue that I'm really concerned about, is placing blame, but I don't know.
Erik, you just spoke about Joshua Dobbs. He got things rolling a little bit at Florida a couple of weeks ago with his legs, got things rolling at times against Arkansas with his arms. What does he need to do to put a whole game together, get this offense on track, and get a W?
I'm going to start by saying this. My grade for Josh Dobbs as a passer, just as a pure thrower of the football, I would give him a B-. And that would be when he knows exactly where he's throwing the football. Back foot in the ground, 1, 2, 3, plant. Number one's open, B-. That's good enough. That's good. That's serviceable because he runs A-. But I think even the casual fan watching knows when Josh feels comfortable and he knows where the ball's going, and when he's got that little yip, not quite sure where to go with the football, and I think people can see that. Josh, when he doesn't know, is a D-. And that's when the ball bounces in the ground on 3rd and 13. It's not his fault, that's just how he throws the football. He needs to learn why we're calling every single play that we are calling. He needs to learn. People say it all the time. When Kevin Sumlin took the A&M job, all he talked about with Johnny Manziel is learn the why. He needs to learn the why, and everybody says it. Learn why we are calling the plays for you, so when they bring a corner blitz on an off-tackle counter play to the boundary, you know that's the only thing that can screw it up. Once he starts learning stuff like that, he'll start peeking over there, and he'll see it come. When he knows that Jalen isn't going to block the corner because he's Mike to Sam on a 6-man protection, and his eyes are over here, he'll start peeking over there when he starts learning all that stuff. He needs to take it to the next level with learning this, and if he can, and if he can't, we need to find out somehow that he's playing a different type of football. Learn the why, take it to the next level, hit the ones that are open. Just if they're open, hit them, and he did a better job against Arkansas with that. He needs to do that in clutch situations too. And then give our big 6'4", 5-star wide receivers an opportunity to make a play for you. Every good quarterback that's ever played has been made look way better by the guys that catch the football for him. Randy Moss, 2007, Tom Brady. Reggie Wayne, Marvin Harrison for a decade, Peyton Manning, the Colts. Give your ballers a chance. Don't throw it low, flat, and out of bounds. Keep it in bounds and give them a chance to make you look good. If he can do those few things, and that's, by the way, saying a lot, and that takes time, I think he has a chance to be a really good football player. We'll see.
The offense hasn't been the only problem for Tennessee. Tennessee's defense surprisingly ranks last in the SEC in yards allowed per game. What can John Jancic and company do to get things turned around down the stretch?
I think the first thing that we need to do is address who we're playing this week, Georgia. If we were playing North Texas this week, the game plan and my answer would be a little different. We're playing the Georgia Bulldogs. He used to coordinate and coach there with Willie Martinez. And we also need to look at who their offensive coordinator is. And I know him very well, Brian Schottenheimer. He was my coach when I was with the Jets. Brian is a players, not plays, matchups, personnel, formations. Plays can be simple, but he's going to isolate and get his guys on an island against our players in space, and it will happen. And his quarterback last week was very uncomfortable, and he was uncomfortable because he had guys in his face all game. I think the bend don't break, the play zone offense maybe isn't going to score a lot of points, and I understand John Jancic. Right now he doesn't think that the offense is going to put up 40 points for him, especially in the second half. So he's playing soft, backing up, bend don't break. But the only way to change an attitude is to change the play call. And I think that he needs to bring it against Georgia. And he needs to let them know early that we're not just going to let them hand the ball to Chubb and get 5 yards a carry. 7 yard Collins, even on the plays he got stuffed last week, it was 2nd and 4. We got to hit him at the line of scrimmage on every single play. We got to make him earn everything he gets and force their quarterbacks to beat us, and with pressure in their face, getting them off the spot. That's what'll make them uncomfortable. Not reading different coverage in the secondary. Who cares? They'll make it so simple for them reading the plays, that won't matter. Make them uncomfortable, change the attitude, change the play call, bring the dang house. That's how you change the defense. That's how you make an impact right now with this defense. And ultimately, I think John Jancic is a good football coach, and I think that he'll get it turned around. I really like John.
That's a wrap for another edition of RTI TV, brought to you by Rice Buick GMC. A special thanks to Scott and Brian at Rice. Visit ricegmc.com for all their updated daily specials. For Erik Ainge, I'm Reed Carringer. Thank you for watching RTI TV.